Hello, I'm Dan Rather Not, and you're watching Channel Zero Killer News at 11. Today we have a special In the Know report on the bonuses paid to AIG executives and how Congress is attempting to pass a law to recover that money. Geralda?
Thank you, Dan. In a 328 to 93 vote, the bonus tax legislation was passed by the House of Representatives on Thursday, March 19th. It was drafted in the wake of AIG's costliest mistakes. After receiving $182 billion in taxpayer aid, the executives doled out $165 million in retention bonuses to employees who were under contract. Here is some footage of an AIG executive.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can we talk to you about the $165 million? Sir.
You bastard!
Give
us the money back!
Poor people.
You suck!
Like my old political science teacher would say, what a beep! Geralda, I can't talk anymore.
The legislation calls for a 90% surtax on any bonus paid after December 31st, 2008 by any company that received $5 billion or more in taxpayer dollars from the Troubled Asset Relief Program.
Some experts like David Lipson, president of the New York State Society of Certified Public Accountants, and Tom Ashlater, vice president of taxation at the Barrick Institute of Certified Public Accountants, said that affected individuals would have to calculate what their federal tax bill would be without the bonus, and then add to that amount 9% of that total bonus received. They would then need to add another 1.45% for the Medicare tax owed on the bonus, and then they would have to pay regular state and local income tax. That won't leave much left. In fact, after factoring in state and local taxes, some of those individuals would end up owing.
So far, 9 of the top 10 bonus recipients have agreed to give their bonuses back. Of the top 20, 15 have agreed to return their bonuses, which according to our sister company amounts to $50 million. We have Bobby Walters on scene to tell us in more detail about how this legislation passed through the House of Representatives. Bobby?
Yes, this is Bobby Walters reporting live from Washington.
Bobby, what can you tell us about the atmosphere in Washington?
Yeah, let's start with some clips of some people that I interviewed here in the streets of Washington. Excuse me, what can you tell me about the AIG scandal?
Huh? AI what?
Excuse me, sir. What can you tell me about the AIG scandal?
I think they need to get the money back. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Oh, AIG? Oh, yeah. I hope the Senate passes the bill. I know the House has already passed it. And I think they shouldn't forget that there's a lot of interest that's accrued on that little loan that they've had. So let's hope we get some justice out of this in the end. That's the way I feel about it.
As you can see, there's a sense of justice here.
Bobby, how and when will this law actually become effective?
Well, the bill was proposed and passed by the House of Representatives. Once the bill is approved by the Senate, the bill will make its way to President Obama. The bill is currently on the Senate calendar for review next week.
How can this bill progress and gain momentum, Bobby?
Basically, once the bill begins to gain support from both Republicans and Democrats, it can be quickly moved through both houses and eventually make its way to President to be signed into law. For those of you who do not know how a bill becomes law, there are several steps needed. First, a bill gets introduced to Congress by a member of either the House or the Senate. From there, it is designated to a specific subcommittee for deliberation and recommendations. Then the entire House or Senate debates and passes the bill.
Wait, isn't it true that if the bill doesn't pass debate, it dies on the floor?
Yes, Geralda, that's true. However, I don't see that happening in the case of this particular bill.
So if this bill is passed by the Senate, it goes straight to President Obama to be signed, correct, Bobby?
Only if the Senate does not require any changes to the bill as it currently stands. If changes are required by the Senate, then a conference committee made by members of both houses and Senate will convene to make compromises.
Then, if both houses agree on it, it finally gets sent to the president. Is that right?
Yes. Then once the bill reaches the president, he has 10 days to sign it or veto the bill. If 10 days pass without any action from the president, then the bill becomes law.
What happens if the president vetoes the bill?
The president's veto can be overturned by a 2/3 or greater vote in both the House and the Senate. However, if Congress is unable to overturn the president's veto, the bill dies and does not become law.
Thank you, Bobby. I know most Americans are interested in this bill, so we'll keep our viewers posted as it works its way through Congress.
Thank you for tuning in. This is Dan, rather not, giving you the information you need to remain in the know.